Canadian National Exhibition, also known as the Exhibition or the X, is an annual event that takes place at Exhibition Place in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. During the 18 days leading up to the including Canadian Labour Day, the first Monday in September, with approximately 1.5 million visitors each year. The CNE is Canada's largest annual fair and the sixth largest in North America. The first Canadian National Exhibition took place in 1879, largely to promote agriculture and technology in Canada. Agriculturalists, engineers, and scientists exhibit their discoveries and inventions at the CNE to showcase the work and talent of the nation. As Canada has grown as a nation, the CNE has also changed over time, reflecting the growth in diversity and innovation. Through agriculture and technology remain a large part of the CNE today. To many people in the GTA and the surrounding communities, the CNE is an annual family tradition. The CNE is held at Exhibition Place, which is a 192 acres site located along Toronto's waterfront on the shore of Lake Ontario and just west of downtown Toronto. The site features several buildings and structures, many of which have been named as significant under the Ontario Heritage Act. There are several outdoor live music venues on site, including the permanent CNE bandshell. All of the roads are named after the Canadian provinces and territories. The site includes a football stadium, parks, fountains, plazas, a rose garden, statues, and parking lots. The site was formerly reserved lands for British and later Canadian military and was the site of the 18th century French fort. The area was cleared of forest in the early 1900th century for use by the Toronto garrison of Fort York. The exhibition received permission to use part of the site in the 1870 and expanded to use the whole site by the 1920s. In the 1950s, the site was expanded south of Lake Shore Boulevard by landfill and reduced in size of its northern boundary by the construction of the Gardiner Expressway. The 18-day fair itself consists of a mix of shopping areas, exhibits, live entertainment, agriculture displays, sports events, casino, a large carnival midway with rides, games, and food. The Canadian International Air Show on Labor Day weekend has been a feature of fair since 1949. Several buildings house exhibits and display from vendors, government agencies, and various industry associations. These include the International Pavilion of products from around the world and the arts, crafts, and hobbies building of crafts, collectibles, and unusual items. The Evercase Center complex holds the International Pavilion, a garden show, the Super Dogs performances, and the sand sculpting competition. It also has exhibit space used for agricultural and industrial displays and live stage. The food building houses a large number of vendors of food from many cultures, reflecting Toronto's multicultural population. The Barrel Living Center building is used for a casino on the side and a farming display on the other. The CNE continues its tradition of agriculture produce competition, and the winners are displayed in the Barrel Living Center, along with the bird sculpting competition. Other exhibits areas used differently in different years. There are a large number of vendors outside along the streets of the fair offering discount and unusual products. Some exhibits are only held for a few days of the year, such as the Cat Show. The 1792 Skedding Cabin log cabin display dates back to the first year of the fair and is only time the cabin is open for display. The Carnival Midway has a large children area in the northwest corner of the park with similar rides suitable for children under 12. The main area is suited west of the Care Center and has several dozen rides, including thrill rides, roller coasters, swing rides, and a log plume ride. Along several pathways of the Midway area are games of skill games of chance, and many carnival food vendors. The CNE operates a sky ride with chairs similar to sky lift chairs to carry riders from one end of the midway to the other. The Coliseum building is used for live shows. These have included high wire acts, skating, the RCMP musical ride in the past, outdoors, and bandshell is used for daily music and nightly headliners. Additionally, areas are set up at various points around the fair for outdoor entertainment. These include such things: beer gardens, musical acts, acrobatics acts, buskers, parkour displays, circus acts, children's shows, and educational displays. There are two major parades at the CNE: the Warriors' Day Parade of Veterans and the Labor Day Parade of Workers. Every evening, a Mardi Gras parade is held. The CNE is also home to BMO Field, a large multi-purpose facility located in the center of the fairgrounds. The stadium is used by the two professional sports teams based in Toronto: the Toronto Argonauts Canadian football team and the Toronto FC soccer team. In Coronation Park, located across Lakeshore Boulevard, opposite the Prince Gate, the CNE holds a Youth P baseball tournament and a women's fastball tournament. The 2013 and 2014 CNE features a zip line ride operated by Zip Trek Equators. The CNE zip line was the highest and the longest temporary zip line in the world. The launch tower, positioned southeast of the food building, measured 180 feet high. The landing tower, southwest of the Direct Energy Center, was 60 feet. The zip line ride consisted of 4 lines, each measuring nearly 1,100 feet. Zip line riders traveled at approximately 65 km an hour. A 2017 economic impact assessment conducted by Enigma Research Corporation reports that the Canadian National Exhibition CNE generates an estimated $93 million of GTA and more than $128.3 million for the province of Ontario each year. A 2009 study by the same corporation also revealed that the 2009 CNE attracted more than 275,000 out-of-town visitors to the city, and that fair-related hiring creates an equivalent of 633 full-year jobs in the region. Spending also support $12.9 million of tax revenue at 3 levels of government. The National Research Initiative, commissioned by the Canadian Association of Fairs and Exhibitions, was conducted at 20 fairs of varying sizes throughout Canada in 2008. A total of 1,200 people were interviewed during the 2008 Canadian National Exhibition alone. Other highlights of the research included a sample size of 1,200 people in on-site, face-to-face interviews. Include local residents spent US $52 million related to the CNE. The average non-local spent 2.5 nights in Toronto.